everybody. I'm going to be doing some My Little Pony voices now. I know I did a lot of My Little Pony voice work stuff when I was younger, so I thought I'd return to it and see how I sound so many years later. So, let's get started. A little while ago, my teacher and mentor, Princess Celestia, sent me to live in Ponyville. She sent me to study friendship, which is something I didn't really care much about. But now, on a day like today, I can honestly say I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for the friendships I made with all of you. Each of you have taught me something about friendship, and for that, I will always be grateful. Today, I consider myself the luckiest pony in Equestria. Thank you, friends. Thank you, every pony. As the princess of friendship, I try to set an example for all of Equestria. But today, it was Spike who taught me that a new friend could come from anywhere. I guess every pony still has things to learn about friendship, even me. And if Spike says Thorax is his friend, then he's my friend too. The Summer Sun celebration may have brought us together, but it's something much bigger that'll always keep us connected. Exhibit A. The six of us are united by the elements of harmony. No amount of raw duties is gonna change that. Believing in something can help you do amazing things, but if that belief is based on a lie, eventually it's gonna lead to real trouble. Sometimes being afraid can stop you from doing something that you love, but hiding behind these fears means you're only hiding from your true self. It's much better to face those fears so you can shine and be the best pony you could possibly be. Listen up! I am more assertive. And yes, it took me a while to get there, but can you honestly say that you could learn something one time and completely change who you are? I didn't think so. They may not be as sophisticated as some of you Canterlot ponies, but they are my best friends, and they are, without a doubt, the most important ponies I know. Whining? I am not whining. I am complaining. Do you want to hear whining? This is whining. Oh, the harness is too tight. It's kind of shaved. Can't you loosen it? Oh, it hurts and it's so nasty. Why didn't you clean it first? It's gotta leave a stain and the wagon's getting heavy. Why do I have to pull it? Isn't this exciting? Are you excited? Because I'm so excited. I've never been so excited all my life. Well, except for the time when I saw you walking into town and I went, but I mean, really, who could top that? But now that you mention it, I could use more confetti for my party cannon. You wouldn't believe how much of that stuff I go through in a day. No disrespect, ma'am, but there's a big difference between pushing yourself as hard as you can and just being reckless. And if being reckless is what gets rewarded around here, if that's what it means to be a Wonderbolt, then I don't want any part of it. But that was me. You're you. And it just doesn't matter if you can fly or not. Your routine was amazing because it represented everything that made Ponyville special. You do still know what that is, right? Whenever I'm afraid I'll forget something and start to panic, I have a simple trick. I count to 10, and by the time I'm done, I've calmed myself enough to get the job right every time. Easy peasy cider squeezy. Awesome! Me and Big Mac have a huge weekend ahead of us talking hoofball and trading hoofball cards and arguing about hoofball stats. True magic comes from honesty, loyalty, laughter, generosity, kindness. I understand you, Twilight, and I want to show you the most powerful magic of all. The magic of friendship. When I touched your hand, I could see things. I could understand why you were leaving. My new magic. This is my new magic. This is incredible. Well, you don't know what it's like to be left behind. and then getting so bitter that you steal the cutie marks from an entire village, and then getting defeated by Twilight and her friends. So you travel through time to get back at them, but they beat you again and teach you about friendship, but you're so terrified ponies will find out what you did that you can't make any friends! I wasn't so different from you, and Twilight helped me change. If there's one pony in Equestria that can save a friendship, it's her. I hereby challenge you, Ponyvillians. Anything you could do, I can do better. Any takers? Anyone? Or is Trixie destined to be the greatest equine who has ever lived? The Starlight I love is passionate, lively, and, yeah, sometimes angry. Those are my favorite parts of you. That and the fact that you forgive me every time. I really don't see how that's supposed to make me feel better. It probably means that being the last one in your class to get a cutie mark runs in the family. Runs in the family. Runs in the family. Runs in the family. You've got apples on your cutie mark. Granny Smith has an apple pie. Big Macintosh has an apple half. My unique talent has something to do with apples. Apples, apples, apples! Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I didn't even know was missing. No matter how hard we try, we always end up without our cutie marks. And surprisingly often, covered in tree sap. Growing up, I never thought I'd be the best at anything because no pony ever told me. But your parents told you over and over again. She could be a great scientist, or an amazing artist, or a famous writer. She could even be the mayor of Ponyville one day. You're making grape juice? Rarity would call the fashion police on me if I got grape juice anywhere near her precious outfits. I told you that you needed to make some friends, nothing more. I saw the sign of Nightmare Moon's return, and I knew it was you who had the magic inside to defeat her, but you could not unleash it until you let true friendship into your heart. You persisted in the face of doubt, and your actions led us to you being able to bring the real Princess Cadence back to us. Learning to trust your instincts is a valuable lesson to learn. Citizens of Ponyville, we have graced your tiny village with our presence so that you might behold the real Princess of the Night. A creature of nightmare no longer, but instead a pony who deserves your love and admiration. Together we shall change this dreadful celebration into a bright and glorious feast. I understand what you're going through, Sweetie Belle. I, too, have a sister who often shines more brightly than me, and with this I have struggled. One of these days, we need to get together when the fate of Equestria isn't hanging in the balance. The Crystal Heart has returned. Use the light and love within you to ensure that King Sombra does not. I spent most of my life in a coral reef underwater. I was a sea pony, but now I'm a hippogriff. Long story. Anyway, wow! Is that a yak? The Tree of Harmony turned into a sparkly version of our head mare to talk to us? Did I miss a chapter in class? I like cute, silly stuff. But ever since school started, I realized that sometimes I kinda don't mind cute stuff. Garble saved our eggs because he was strong enough to be who he is, whether you liked it or not. I grew up thinking it was okay to make fun of differences, but my friends have taught me to celebrate them. When Yona come to pony school, Yona not fit in. Pony ways strange, but Yona find friends. Yona meet Professor Rockhoof. Pony brave and strong as yak. Not afraid. Hero. When Yona grow up, Yona want to be just like Professor Rockhoof. Yona always scared of spiders, but when Yona met Spindle, Yona realized no reason to be afraid. Spiders and yak friends. I wish the other changelings can meet you all. You're not really as strange as the stories say. I would never do something this horrible. I love Heartswarming Eve, and I do not want to miss going back home for it. I don't know why we had to sit through a lecture about getting a cutie mark. I mean, waiting for your cutie mark is so last week. These are the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and they are my friends. You need to stop calling them such mean and hurtful names. They are working harder to get their cutie marks than any pony I've ever seen. And they will get them exactly when they discover their true talent, which I guarantee will be amazing. It's not like being the only pony here without a cutie mark would be like the most embarrassing thing ever. I tried to help you by mentioning your surprise statue, and suddenly I wasn't even allowed to speak. You could have actually won this election if you just listened to me. You want to know how? Sorry, I'm not allowed to speak. As Queen of the Changelings, it is up to me to find food for my subjects. Equestria has more love than any place I've ever encountered. My fellow changelings will be able to devour so much of it that we will gain more power than we have ever dreamed of. We thought too small last time. One pony named Princess wasn't enough. With all the most beloved ponies of Equestria taken care of, no pony can stop us. Oh, we know all about you, Sunset Shimmer. You've got quite the reputation at Candlelight High. So the Rainboons want to turn this into a real Battle of the Bands? Then let's battle. So we're just gonna do what we always do? Stir up some trouble and then feed off the negative energy? Some plan, Adagio. But the rain blossoms, or whatever they're called, aren't under our spell. How exactly are we supposed to get to their magic? Hello! We sing like all the time. It's how we get people to do what we want. But we could get lunch after though, right? It's Taco Tuesday! I'm Cozy Glow. It's very nice to meet you, but I don't know if I'll stay long. I'll probably flunk out. I'm having so much trouble with my friendship lessons. You know, you ponies got it all wrong. Friendship isn't magic. Friendship is power. With Twilight and her lackeys out of my way, all of Equestria will bow down to me, the future Empress of Friendship. Pinky, gift giving isn't a competition. It's an expression of love, and you always make sure to give your gifts with lots of love. That's why I'll always love them. And you, 5 ever. That's even longer than 4 ever. Rock, you are a rock. Gray, you are gray. Like a rock, which you are, rock. I don't care what my dad says. I'll show him and every dragon who thinks I'm just a little princess. There are better things than being big and strong. Just so you know, this doesn't mean we're gonna pick flowers or exchange necklaces or whatever pony friends do. Gotcha! Sorry, but that was too good. Oh, you don't know how much I miss jokes. Hilarity! Am I pronouncing that right? Some words I haven't said in a while. Did you name your shadow? Mine's called Silhouette Gloom of the Sundown Lands. Here's the deal, ladies. I need your magic. Give it up nicely, please, or we will make it difficult for everyone. I saw the truth. My friends abandoned me when things got tough. Looks like I'm not the only one. Face it, princess. Friendship has failed you too. We do what the Storm King orders, or we suffer his wrath. We're on board to help you fight the Storm King, just not on board our actual ship. Once upon a time, like a while ago, the hippogriffs did live on Mount Eris. Fine, I can't tell you. But if I could tell you, I'd say that horned beast did show up to steal their magic. But to keep it out of his clutches, their brave and majestic leader, Queen Novo, hid them deep underwater where he could never go. We were the hippogriffs! Ta-da! But I totally did not tell you that. There are so many things we can do. We can make friendship bracelets out of shells, and picture frames out of shells, and decorate wastebaskets out of shells. Oh, I have so many projects that involve shells. Now that I have someone to share them with, I mean, aside from my friends Shelley and Sheldon.